You're listening to Au Pair Unfiltered, the podcast where culture meets chaos, kids, and coffee. I am your host, Sylvia, bringing you the realest stories from the inside au pair life. No filters, no fluff, just honest conversations, laughs, and lessons along the way. Let's dive in. Good morning, guten Morgen, bonjour. Welcome back to Au Pair Unfiltered. Thank you so much for keeping up with the episodes. If you're new here, feel at home. Don't forget to check out the other past episodes. I want to thank you all for sharing, listening, and joining each and every time in our Au Pair Unfiltered podcast. Our friend today, we are going to call her Bella. Bella is 23-year-old in her second year of au pairing. Her first year was in Netherlands, which was good. Challenges here and there, but she took it in and everything was okay. So in her second year, she went to Germany. This family had one kid, 7-year-old boy, who was kind of rude and abusive. On her day one, he said the boy refused to say hi or greet her. And the boy's words were, he cannot say hi to a monkey. This was kind of racial to her. And the mother was defensive and told her, and the boy was just joking. Like, it is just a way of trying to be kiddish or playful. And they were also supposed to share a room with the boy, but the boy did not accept it. Never did he any day, not even that it was the first day, but they were supposed to share the room together with her, being that she's her au pair. They were supposed to be sharing the same room, but the boy refused, saying he cannot share a room with the monkey. So yeah, this goes, and this day comes. She's supposed to be shown now the school, because I think when she went, they were still on holiday. So it was just knowing around, interacting, and all that, feeling at home. So this day come around, she was supposed to be shown the school and also the shopping areas and all that, where the kids are playing, like everything, you just know, the parks, the school, the shopping malls, just knowing around. So the kid went to school, of course. She dropped the kid to school and was told she will be picking her that evening. So when the kid was at school, apparently the kid went and told his fellow friends that they have a monkey at home. And this monkey is supposed to be guiding her and also helping him around. And the monkey will be coming today to school, and you guys are going to see her. Oh, sorry, I don't know why I'm mixing all this, him and her. Sorry, but let's keep it going. So this evening, the lady comes to pick the kid. Arriving at school, he's surprised, the boy is seated with other friends, and they are all looking at him. And one of them pointed and said, "Here comes the monkey." And they started laughing. It felt bad, because now all the attention was on her. Everybody was looking at her, and of course she felt embarrassed. Of course they were speaking German, because it's Germany, and also she was from Netherlands, so it wasn't new to her, since she had interacted the language before, so she knew everything. So the teacher called the kid, and she left with her. On her way home, she tried to interact with the kid and ask him why he was trashing her and being abusive and calling her names. The kid asked, "But are you not? Look at you, look at yourself. Are you not? You can't compare you and me." The girl didn't try to explain but she just kept quiet. As much as I am concerned, I believe that kids are a reflection of their parents. Not 100%, but somehow kids are. So Yeah, I think this kid was just reflecting whatever the parents or whatever people around him do. So this behavior continued for a while. The mocking, the laughing, the disrespect and all that. So on this day at school again, the lady wore these big fancy Crocs. I think you know these normal Crocs, the colored ones with the designs and all that. So the lady wore these Crocs to school to pick him. Normally it's normal normally it's just a thing that people wear like outside. So the kid started pointing at the shoes and throwing words, saying she even came out with house shoes. That she forgot how stupid, how illiterate, and how the lady don't know the difference between house shoes and shoes to be worn outside. She didn't understand why, because to her, the kids were the one who was stupid, or the kids were the one who were not. How can I say it? The kids are not the one who didn't know. Like she's not the one who is stupid here. She's not the one who is illiterate here. Like she's not the one who is timid here. Or yeah, but it's the kids, because these are not house shoes. These are shoes to be worn like anywhere. You can go with them. Like it's a free shoes. It's comfortable. You can put them anywhere. So they laughed at her. They were throwing words to her and making her feel so embarrassed and ashamed. And again, nothing was done. Of course, the teachers were just calling the kids and telling them to go with the girl. All these scenarios, the girl is explaining to the mother, but she keeps saying it's jokes. She shouldn't take it serious. That his kid is just being a joker, being so naughty and all that. These scenarios, these incidents, these actions were now becoming emotionally draining, and it was becoming difficult for her. Taking care of this kid and it was even feeling depressing, because if I'm having a problem, I can't tell the mother or I can't express myself, because now it is going to be either a joke or it is me who is overthinking or taking things too serious. And it didn't feel right with her, because why? Why is it that when I want something, I can't? When I explain something, I can't be understood and I can't express myself. So one time she was to drop her. She was to drop the kid at the activities. They were taking the tram. So when the tram was almost near, the kid pushed Bella to the tramway. Like the kid, Bella was standing just close to the tram path. So the kid was running around. Then when the tram was almost near, the kid pushed Bella to the tramway. Was it not for a lady and her daughter who was standing beside them, it couldn't be a nice scene, because the lady pulled her back immediately. Just immediately the kid pushed her. I think it was a shock like to her also, so she couldn't much react to it. She was still down. The lady had to pull her back quickly, because it's just a tram, like not the trains and all that, just a tramway. So they managed to pull her back immediately before the tram could arrive. The boy ran and entered the tram without even saying sorry or even anything. In fact, he ran laughing. And it was just absurd and not a normal, and it was very odd scenario to everybody who was there. The tram driver, or what, I don't know how they call him, the parents who were around there, the people who were just standing there waiting for the tram, and also to the lady. She was too shocked. The only people who said sorry to her was people around her and the lady with the daughter who picked her up. Going back home, the girl explained this to the mother. The mother said the boy was just trying to be playful. He was trying to play with her. So she doesn't see the reason why the girl is complaining. The kid even avoided to be asked or even explained to the parent what happened. He was being ignorant and assuming whenever they tried to talk to him about it. The girl went to her room and started thinking of how things would have been if no one was around to pull her out. Because to her, it took her with the shock, because it was over sudden and he was already down and he was seeing the tram coming. So from this scenario, she made a choice of rematching. As she looks for new families, of course, she's working to She's working also for these families to the day that she's going to get a new family and live. So these days come, she takes the kid to swimming at their grandparents, since the grandparents had a pool. As the girl was just doing her things on the phone, mark you, the parents were around. Not that the parents were not, the grandparents were around, even the aunts, the cousins. So it was just a pool full of people. The grandparents, the uncles, the aunties, and other kids also were there. So not that she was not looking after the kid, no, people were all over there. So it was no need for her to keep on like being around. Yeah, but she still was. But at this time, she was holding her phone and doing her own things. The kid came, ran around her back like 2 times as if he was studying him. Then he came to her back and pushed her inside the pool. Inside the pool, with her clothes on, shoes on, and even her phone. The aunt and other laughed. Imagine the aunts and others laughed. Even the kids, even the kid who threw her to the pool was also laughing. Including like everybody except the grandparents. The grandparents felt sorry and even embarrassed. Actually, for them, they were even embarrassed to that behavior. So they tried to pull the girl out of the water. The phone was not working, of course, because it wasn't waterproof. So the girl was shaking and crying. She was literally crying to this because what the hell just happened? But at the end of it all, this thing was explained to the mother, and the mother said the kid wanted you to swim, but all you did was use your phone. And she even accused her of not being inside the pool. Like, why are you in the pool with the clothes, with the shoes, and with your phone? We should be swimming with the people. I don't feel like swimming. I don't feel like being in water. Why is it like now my problem that I was in the pool, inside, besides the pool with my clothes? Like, I don't see the reason why this thing is. Okay, I'm just trying to reflect this as me, but I just don't understand why this parent thought like this. So she didn't appreciate how the mother acted to this, and she didn't feel it right. But again, who are you going to tell this to? Because the only person you can tell is the mother of the kid, and she's not responding well to any accusations, any complaints, anything that you tell her. So she got a new family which stayed the far end of Germany from where they were. That she needed a lot of money to book the tickets, which wasn't able to pay on. So she was willing to wait till end month for her pay day to come so that she can be given her pocket money, then use it at least some to pay for a train ticket. So 3 days before her day of departure or her leaving, she was to take the kid to the park. But since it was raining, they decided to play at home. Being a rough kid, he could jump at her, throw things to her, and all those. You know how it is with the tough-headed kids. So they just have to play rough. So this time the kid took a shoe and threw. This shoe hit the TV. But the good thing, it wasn't a big shoe to cause a crack on the TV. Or should I say, it was just luck. So the girl raised her voice to stop her from the girl raised her voice at the kid to stop him from playing and warned him of the dangers of throwing things around the house and what it can cause. The kid didn't take it light, because I think it was because the girl raised her voice, but she didn't raise her voice in a wrong way, or she didn't raise her voice to scare the kid or something, but it was just to warn him, at least so that he can see how serious the girl was. So he warned him and told him to stop throwing things that it could damage things that or cause damage to anything in the house. The kid rushed to the kitchen and took a knife. Yeah, he took a knife. He took the knife and started chasing her around the house. He was chasing the girl around the house, telling her she can end her life and nothing will happen since they are in their home. Yeah, imagine. The kid is chasing you with a knife and telling you nothing is going to happen to him or anybody because it is happening in their house and He's just a kid, but for you, you are the monkey stranger who has nothing and is invading our house. Yeah. Gosh. Woo. So the girl managed to run outside the house and ran to the neighbor's house, and good enough the neighbors were outside. So she went and explained to them what was happening. Good luck, the neighbors got in and found the kid with the knife. The kid was still holding the knife, which was the only way they believed the girl. Because, why should we believe you? I don't know how to put it, but I don't want to sound... Yeah, but this knife was the only thing. If this kid had put this knife back and maybe pretended to be playing with something else or maybe sleeping, nobody could have believed this girl. I know, but I just feel that nobody could have believed this girl. But the good thing, when the neighbors came in, they found the kid still holding the knife and standing right beside the door. So when their mother came back, she tried covering up the story again, as she always covers other stories, changing it to that the kid just wanted to make food with the girl. Yeah, like the kid was just feeling like they need to make a meal with the girl, so she was trying to make the girl know that she wants to make a meal. Like, who tells somebody they want to make a meal by chasing them with a knife? Like, ooh, no way. No, that one is not a good cover-up. So the girl made up her mind, and she was sure she was leaving that evening. She was like, no, I can't. I just can't anymore. And And the neighbors helped her to get her payment because, of course, after this scenario, she believed that she was not going to be paid because things have been happening. But on this scenario, that her kid now is now the threat, and the mother is trying to cover up, and she's not accepting it. She believed that she was not going to be paid. But the neighbors were good enough to talk to the woman, and the woman paid her all her money, and she left. The neighbors took her in. Good thing, and they were so nice. They took her in, and she slept at the neighbors and left to her new family host the next morning. Yes. That's how Bella left her second new family in Germany. It was first family, but it was a second family of being an au pair. This is how our friend Bella managed to leave that house. It was an abusive place and working environment for anybody. And of course, she couldn't wish it for anybody, because what if something had happened? If nobody was there to save her at the tram station? If she wasn't able to run away of that house when she was being chased by a knife? What was going to happen? What would have happened? Or what could have been the other if she didn't manage to leave this house at this day? And that is the end of our episode today. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in to Au Pair Unfiltered. If today's episode made you laugh, think, or feel a little more seen, share it with your friend, a fellow au pair, or anybody you feel like. Don't forget to follow the show and join the conversation on YouTube. Until next time, stay real, stay curious, and stay unfiltered.